watch, so maybe we'll get there eventually.
Maybe you'll get it's one of the main 9 movies.
I know, but I mean, maybe we'll get to the marathon rewatch of all of the Star Wars movies. But we don't have freaking time to watch all the Star Wars movies in one sitting, plus Rogue One and Solo and all of Clone Wars, the animated series, both shows, plus the movie, plus the Bad Batch seasons 1 through 3, plus now the Acolyte, plus the
Rebels, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka, Mandalorian, and the Andor show.
And not only that, but Resistance, which I haven't actually watched all the way through. It's an insane amount of media, Star Wars media, for me to try and convince Mia to consume.
Hold that thought. Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we try where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And hold on. Yeah, I don't have a name. What's up?
You had like 2 weeks to do this.
I know, but my sister's in town and I just keep forgetting to listen to the episodes.
It's fine. Just say
Gosh
your real
darn
name.
it, family.
Just say your real name.
Jebediah Slanderson.
That's not your real name.
Matthias Draubane.
I don't even know if that was words.
What's up? I'm Matt Haux.
Oh, sick, dude. So apparently, you're going back to Star Wars. I need to watch the new Lego thing that came out.
Oh, Lego thing?
There's like a new Star Wars Lego special where like things got like shifted and like turned around. So like there's Dark Jar Jar and like it's like the main Jedi is named Jedi Bob and he's voiced by Bobby Moynihan.
That's awesome. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, you do need to watch that. You know what else you need to watch if you haven't already? The Acolyte. Only 2 episodes out so far, but it's peak.
I haven't actually watched it yet.
I just watched it yesterday. Well, they literally just released like the first 2 episodes 2 days ago or whatever. When you're listening to this, probably like a week ago, but
4 days.
Close enough. That's half of a week. A little more than half.
A little over half.
Round up. Anyway, so the first 2 episodes came out, and in my humble and very honest opinion, it's so good. It's 2 episodes, so it could go downhill really, really fast, or it could be on par with like The Mandalorian. I freaking love it. Just from 2 episodes. I have high hopes. And the actors in it so far have been decent. Like the main actor is really good. I cannot say much more than that without giving spoilers away.
Well, let's do my favorite thing of telling everyone where they would know these actors from. Acolyte.
Okay. Amandla Stenberg is from quite a few things. I recognize her mostly from the Dear Evan Hansen movie, but she has actually been in a couple things very recently. She's pretty popular.
I think she's Rue.
We had this discussion before, and we figured out, I think that she was Rue. No, that she wasn't Rue.
No, she wasn't Rue. What was it? Oh, she was someone. No, she was Rue.
Was she? Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. I couldn't remember the outcome of the conversation. I just remember we had this conversation before.
Yes, she was Rue. She was also in Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah.
And she was Spider Bite in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes, that's what it was. So she's in it, and she's like the main character, and she's pretty good. The actress who was in Jessica Jones, like the lawyer lady,
Carrie-Anne Moss. She played
yeah,
Jerry Hogarth,
yep, that's the one.
and she was also Trinity in The Matrix.
Yes, I knew she was from The Matrix. I just knew more recently she was from Jessica Jones. She is really good
Okay.
in the first episode. That's all I can say about
She
that.
only in the first episode.
So far.
Okay. Lee Jung Jae, I believe is how we pronounce his name. He was the main guy from Squid Games.
Was he really?
Yeah.
That's where I recognized him from. And he's pretty good. He's pretty good in it. So this is for those of you who don't know, the Acolyte is taking place 100 years before the Galactic Republic era, I guess, like the Galactic Empire. That's the word I was looking for.
Is it technically the Old Republic?
It is the new
High Republic.
High Republic. I'm sorry, not New Republic. The High Republic. So this is like the peak of the Jedi. Like they're everywhere. Everybody loves and trusts them for the most part. And then there's, obviously evil that rises up. And so it's barely broached the surface of that evil. Just kind of teasing things here and there. But the acting so far, the choreography as far as like Jedi battles, I think it's so far been so good. So
Nice.
good. Because these Jedi are honestly what masters should be. Not super political. They are a little political. They do discuss politics a little bit. However, they're like literally just like dodging stuff like left and right. They're not even pulling out their lightsabers. They're just like, what's up, and then using their karate. Like it's honestly with what's her face, Carrie-Anne Moss, it feels very Matrixy, the fight sequences. They're really well done.
I read so far ahead.
Why did you do that, you fool?
You I was looking at the full cast list, and then you mentioned Carrie-Anne Moss, so I went and was like, oh, he's talking about the Matrixy style, and then it literally says that she's proficient in kung fu fighting, and then I read the next sentence, and I'm not going to spoil for everyone else, but I was like, oh, well.
It's really good. I highly recommend it. This is kind of my topic for the day, so we got that out real early.
Well, we do have one more actress in this to talk about that I think is interesting.
Who is it?
Daphne Keane as
Yes.
Jackie Long.
Yes, I knew I recognized her. Isn't she the one in Eternals? No, she's not her. I know where she's from. Just tell me.
She was Laura in Logan.
Thank you. Good Lord. I was looking at her. I didn't look up any of the actors, which is surprising for me because I'm always looking up actors. I did not piece it together, but yeah, she's really good too. She's funny. She's like a Padawan right now in the show.
This is only her 5th acting role.
Dang.
She's so good, and I'm shocked that she hasn't been in.
She's an incredible actress for being in 5 things.
She was on The Refugees from 2014 to 2015. That seems to be like her first like on-screen acting role that Wikipedia takes care of.
Yeah.
She could have done commercial work and stuff like that, but then she got Logan in 2017. From 2019 to 2022, she was on His Dark Materials as a lead role. Then in 2020, she was Anna and Anna. Don't know what that's it. And then she was on The Acolyte.
Yeah, she's good. She's one of my favorite characters so far. And again, 2 episodes in, a lot could change in the course of the season, but I love it. Please go watch it, everybody. Don't be discouraged by the semi greatness of some of the other shows. What's up?
Jason from The Good Place is on this. Manuel Luis. Oh,
I just need to let me look it up.
Jacinto.
Okay.
Jason was the dumb guy on The Good Place. I just said it. I can't believe I forgot. He was from Florida. He killed himself by locking himself in a safe, thinking that he was going to be able to rob a place by getting brought into it.
Oh my goodness.
He plays Queemir.
Yeah. He's good. I didn't really recognize him because I've never seen The Good Place. But he does play a decent role for, again, like one episode. One episode so far. I'm sure he'll be in it more.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe you anymore. You've already lied to me once.
I didn't lie to you.
You definitely lied to me.
I said, what did I say to you? I said she was in one episode. Was she not?
Do you remember me talking to you about that really bad Adam Driver film, White Noise?
I think so, yeah.
The character Mother Anissa, that actress, was also in White Noise.
Okay.
And she's going to be in the new Tron movie, apparently.
Cool. I didn't know they were making a new Tron movie. Have you seen or watched a trailer for The Fall Guy yet?
I've watched the trailer. I haven't seen it yet.
My mom and I don't know if my parents are going. My mom and my sister and brother-in-law are going to watch it tonight. And the trailers are obviously entirely tailored to make you want to see the movie. The movie could be garbage, but the trailer is kind of made to be good, to make you go see it.
And that movie really makes you want to go see it.
That trailer is so good. It's so good. This looks like
fantastic.
One of the funniest, most awesome action comedies ever. Like it looks like it's going to be really good. And Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling. Mwah.
Would you like the cherry on top of that good actor sundae?
Okay.
Ryan Gosling is the stunt double for the character that is being played by Aaron Taylor Johnson.
That's awesome. This movie looks incredible. I just watched the trailer for the first time because my family was going to see it, and I was like, well, I've seen glimpses of it. But I was like, might as well watch the trailer. So Mia and I sat down and watched it. The other movie that I would really love to talk about. Have you watched a TikTok I've sent you recently? Oh yeah, that's okay. I spent an entire day one day just going through like 100 TikToks that my friends have sent me. There is a movie with Elijah Wood.
I know what you're talking about. I saw that one.
You saw the trailer for it?
Yeah.
What the heck? It looks so good, but so bad.
I'm sorry, Matt. I don't know if the listeners heard it, but I just sneezed and you didn't even say bless you.
I didn't.
And I just need this level of friendship disrespect needs to be talked about.
See, but the problem is I didn't even hear it. So that's your fault.
That's just rude.
What is it called? It's supposed to come out this year. Upcoming. Here we go. Bookworm. That's what it's called. Bookworm. The description is 11-year-old Mildred's world is turned upside down when her estranged father, the washed-up magician Strawn Wise, comes to look after her and agrees to take her camping to find a mythological beast known as the Canterbury Panther. That's what this movie is, and he's literally like man, I keep asking you things that I know you probably haven't seen. Did you watch the Fallout series?
No.
Okay, I figured. there's a guy in it. Medicine salesman in Fallout show. That'll do. This guy. There we go. That's a good one. Let me share my screen. This is what, when I first saw Elijah Wood, this is, no, not that. Not that. Gosh darn it. Medicine salesman. Okay, he's a snake oil salesman. This is what I pictured when I first saw Elijah Wood in that stinking trailer. And I was like, that's what he looks like. Like, I know this obviously doesn't look anything like Elijah Wood, but like he looks like a washed up magician kind of salesman that you would see. And that's kind of what Elijah Wood looks like in the trailer. It looks like it's gonna be hilarious, but you know, it's fresh. It's very fresh.
Did that say that character's name was Thaddeus?
In Fallout?
Okay. I found it.
Okay.
That guy is named John Daly.
Okay.
And he's a comedian and like comic actor.
In the Fallout?
Yeah.
Like that's the guy oh, okay.
So I'm sure it was a funny character, or at least one that was meant to like break tension and disarm the audience.
A little bit.
But like he's done a lot of stuff that's just like that.
He was a skeevy snake oil salesman. Like he was saying how like snake oil will cure all your ailments and blah 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 blah, and this is the end of the world, so people are going to capitalize on that, you know.
Do you remember the first episode of Parks and Rec?
Yes.
When Leslie gets the drunk guy out of the slide?
Yeah.
That's him.
Okay.
And then at the end of the series, that guy comes in and is like, hey, can you guys come fix something at this park? Do you remember that?
Sure.
Okay, well, it's the same guy. And it's like 10 years apart, and it's supposed to be like a nice cap on it.
Okay. Fair enough. Boy, oh boy, it's been a while since I watched Parks and Rec. So that's one of the shows I've only ever watched once through. I guess I never really watched it like I have The Office.
He voices a Bob's Burgers character named Sasha.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Do you, or are you just trying to make me feel better?
No, I do, because Bob's Burgers is one show that I've watched over and over and over again.
He played a character on New Girl called Professor P.P. Hornslide.
That show is incredible. I still haven't watched it, and
you have to. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I've seen glimpses, bits and pieces here and there.
Anyways, what's from Pittsburgh?
What's your background about?
He is from Pittsburgh.
You know, your background is making me think of the food that I made tonight. We made Jalapeño Popper Grilled Cheese and tomato soup. It was so good, man.
That does sound good. You want to walk us through how you did that recipe there?
Yeah, I have notes on it, and I think I will make it differently next time. So it should be 4 ounces, half a block of cream cheese. I did the entire block only because I was like, you know what, whatever's left, I can just make like pinwheels with some tortilla afterwards. I ended up using all of it, which was the wrong choice because it was very, very heavily just cream cheese blanketing everything. So yeah, you can light that in here. In the future, I'll probably just do the half a block, 4 ounces, an entire jalapeno chopped up however you want it. If you want it chunky and because jalapenos are pretty crispy, unless you get jarred ones that have been, So we got a fresh jalapeno. I just chopped it up into pretty big chunks, and then I put it in the cream cheese with some garlic powder. That ended up being a pretty good mixture. And then, thank you. And then you put, I will. And then you put yes, I fed them. And then you put that cream cheese mixture on both slices. In between, you put shredded cheddar, cooked bacon, more shredded cheddar, and then you smash together like you would a grilled cheese. And then you flip it and you cook it, 5-ish minutes on each side. Medium heat. And then we got some like homemade tomato soup from the store. It was already it was jarred and everything, and it was pretty tasty. It was really, really tasty.
That's such an oxymoron, though.
Why? Homemade tomato soup?
From the store.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it tasted like if you were to make like tomato soup.
Homemade. Like a home style tomato soup?
I guess. Like it was chunky. Like it was chunky as if you had blended it yourself. And I'm not saying chunky as in like big chunks, but like it had texture to it rather than Campbell's, which is completely smooth. So it's like if you had blended it yourself, roasted the vegetables yourself, which Mia and I have done, and it was very, very similar. So very good. I would recommend a half a block of cream cheese though. And then you can mix the shredded cheddar in. Like, I don't know why they had us do it separate, maybe just cooking, I guess. But I think you could cook or mix the shredded cheddar in with the cream cheese just to have one solid cheese mass. And then you can put the bacon in between, however you like bacon, either cut up or full slices. We did like half slices cooked.
I have something I want to contribute here. Just stick with me.
Okay. I'm holding on tight.
I think this is where they got it. Am I wrong? Oh, that doesn't happen a lot. Is it from Walmart?
Walmart. Save money, live better.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, and I don't want to be.
Okay, don't. You got to find a healthy middle between not fully distancing ourselves from the sponsors and giving free advertisement to them.
Yeah, I said that, but don't shop at Walmart. Or maybe shop the normal amount that you would at Walmart, not because I said anything. Saved it. We have to drive. While you're doing that, I'll talk for a minute. We have to drive tomorrow 4 hours to Mia's sister's friend's wedding. I don't know. It's a weird relation, but we're going. Driving 4 hours, staying in a hotel there, and then after the wedding is at 1 o'clock. Okay, the reception starts at 6.
Is it far?
The reception, no. It's like in the same town.
Okay.
It's just you can't wear all white to a wedding, love. But yeah, so we have to drive the 4 hours after she gets off work at like 4 o'clock. She'll get home around 5. We'll drive 4 hours, get there at like 9, spend the night in the hotel, wait till like 1. And then, well, obviously before 1, we get to the wedding, we do the wedding, then we have several hours to kill before the reception. So then we have to kill several hours. Then the reception happens. And that's 6 to, let's say, 9 or 10, because it's a reception, a couple hours long. And then we have to drive all the way home. 4 hours after the wedding ends at like 10.
You're not going to get the room back? Like, what?
We didn't have enough money to rent or to do the room both nights. So we decided to pick a night. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to die while drinking energy drinks the entire drive home, which is fine. I'll be fine. I'm exaggerating. But I'm going to drink energy drinks all the way home. get home, and then we're just gonna cash out, sleep in Sunday morning, and then just have a chill day on Sundays, so that instead of driving back Sunday and then feeling like you've wasted half the day and blah 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 blah. Like, I just feel like it'd be better just to get back late Saturday night, wake up, sleep in on Sunday, blah blah blah. So what? All that to say, what were you finding?
Well, first of all, I was thinking of the wrong Spanish, and that helped make this whole process worse.
Nice going.
I was looking for elote, but I kept thinking cojito.
Yeah, that's very different.
Yes,
Very different Spanish.
Elote
is good,
but this is something that I had at like a dip day at work.
Yeah.
It's an elote dip. This is
corn, baby.
This is the only kind I've ever had that I've gotten at a store.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have to get the specific brand of elote dip. I'm sure there's many others that you can try. However, this is the one I tried. Good things we got going here. It's gluten-free and vegetarian.
Yeah.
It's mild, so all the white people can still enjoy it.
We just got elote Pringles, which are pretty good.
It's delicious. Elote is one of those things that, like, if you haven't tried it, go ahead and try it. Because there's roasted corn in this dip. There's mayonnaise, cream cheese, and sour cream cojito cheese, which is why I thought of it. And then like the spice mixture that they put on top of cojito, or not. See, I keep doing it, of elote, which I think contains tahini. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. But it's so good. Elote itself is delicious.
Yeah.
And you were just talking about like your stuffed jalapenos, and that made me think of that elote dip. Because what if you use that instead of your cream cheese?
That actually would be super fire. Like, that would be incredible. It's worth a shot.
I want to just a fun cooking tip for everyone. Don't be afraid to use paprika a little more often.
Yeah.
Paprika is just ground up roasted red pepper, like a red bell pepper.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's not like a spice, but it's like a smoky boldness that you're adding to it, and like it's a good one to add.
Mia's and her family, she makes this thing called chicken paprikash. And if you've never had chicken paprikash, I think it's like an Indian dish, but I could be very wrong. No. Where's chicken paprikash from?
Is it Turkish?
I don't know. Is it Turkish?
No.
Where's it from?
German,
apparently. It doesn't seem like a German dish, but it has a ton of like paprika. We have to get a specific one. Which one do we get? Hungarian.
Yep.
So we get Hungarian paprika. And it's big. They usually make like a really huge stock pot of it, so they have leftovers and all that for days and days and days.
It's funny that you bring up Hungarian paprika, because you know what country Hungary's right next to?
Germany.
No, Turkey.
Okay.
I think probably not, if I'm honest. That seems wrong, but hey, I'm an American. Why would I understand how Europe's built?
You've given me at least 30 quizzes based on freaking countries. You should know this. Where is... You said it was next to Turkey? You are so wrong. You're dumb.
I know.
You're dumb.
You're funnier. I've been to Hungary.
Dumber.
I've been to Hungary.
I don't even know where Turkey is. Oh, I see it.
It's more towards the Middle East.
Yeah. It's right above Syria, next to kind of Bulgaria.
Yeah.
And Hungary is right above Bulgaria, a couple countries. So you're not super wrong. You're not
Oh,
super wrong, but it's not
Turkey's
right.
right next to Bulgaria, and Bulgaria is right in between there and
No.
Hungary.
Technically,
No,
Romania,
I think you're technically still.
Romania and Serbia are in between Hungary and Bulgaria has Istanbul, which is part of Turkey.
Constantinople.
It not anymore.
Hey, but we're not going to argue because that's nobody's business but the Turks.
I hate you. What
As
is
they
the
change
stuff
it? I
behind you?
can't say.
Is that
What are you
elote stuff?
No, this is just a taco bar seasonings.
Okay, I
and
just didn't
stuff.
know if it had.
I was just going to talk
anything
about
to
how
do-
I've been eating a lot of Mexican food lately.
Okay, please do. I want to
Okay.
hear about it.
Hey, Matt, I've been eating a lot of Mexican food lately.
What? No, that's so crazy. I had no idea. Me too. I got Taco Bell earlier today.
I think I've mentioned how the main income of my life is seasonal based.
Yeah.
Like 9 months out of the year I work there. Well, I needed another job over the summer. I've worked at this place before. Decided, hey, why not work there again?
Yeah.
It's just like riding a bike.
Yeah, I'm sure. Quick question. Are you as stingy with your portion sizes as another of the same similar vein chain is?
Our CEO hasn't directly come out and said like, hey, screw you, we make the portion sizes.
Right.
I don't agree with the portion size that we have. And I don't speak for this company, or am I paid by them to speak on their behalf?
We haven't said a company, so
I'm just trying to keep this job.
Yeah.
There's like 3 main like Subway-esque Mexican restaurants, and I'm in like the middle tier for some people. Let's just go with that.
Actually,
I think it's number 1, but
it is the middle tier for me, only because a specific one, and it's not the one you're thinking. It's a different one.
This is the one we went on our taco date to.
Probably. No, maybe. There's one in Hermitage that is so good.
We did.
It's not a big chain. It doesn't matter. Just
Is it
continue.
Qdoba? Are you trying to say Qdoba is better?
No.
Okay. Look, I don't work at Chipotle or Qdoba. Figure it out.
It's Hotheads. Hotheads is the one that I love a lot. It's probably my top tier because they have sauces. Like their sauces are so amazing, and they have a wide range of sauces too.
We got sauces.
Yeah, but not these sauces. Like these sauces are something else. Anyway, continue with what you were saying about
And so
the one restaurant you worked at.
Since I started working there, I've been eating food every day. I'm cooking it. I'm hungry. I ate dinner yesterday at like 5 o'clock. I didn't eat again until today at like 2.
Jeez Louise.
I'm gonna lose one way or another.
We've been eating out a lot since my sister's in town, and every day I wake up just feeling like hot garbage. Just so much garbage. It's good food.
You're really just making this whole thing about you right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't care about you. So.
Anyways, we have sauces, and I don't think you're valuing our sauces, because not only are there a selection of salsas that you could try.
The salsas are really good.
They do have some new sauces. I don't know how long it's been since you've been there.
See, that's the thing, is each of them has something that they're really good at, in my opinion. Hotheads has their wide array of incredible sauces, ranging from very, very low heat to insane, like straight habanero heat. The one restaurant you work at that we will not name, just for sake of everything, keeping your job specifically, has incredible salsas. Like I love the salsas, and I will get salsas all day long. I'll come over to the table with like six little cups of salsa.
If you mix the salsa and the other thing that they're known for, it's even better.
I have never done that, but I'll have to give it a try. Chipotle has okay meats, I guess.
Chipotle has always just tasted really one note to me,
Yeah,
and I think it's because like they use Chipotle in a lot of their seasonings.
right.
Like everything just tastes like that base seasoning they put on everything,
That's fair.
including the vegetables. Like I don't really feel like I'm getting a distinction between the layers as I eat.
Yeah, that's fair.
They also used to just put so much sour cream on there that I think that was like
I love sour cream a lot.
I enjoy sour cream. I too am a Caucasian, but like I'm getting a bowl and it's like 2 pounds of rice, beans, meat, and vegetables, and then another 2 pounds of sour cream on top of it. Not only is it a little messy, it's also just too rich with the dairy.
That's fair.
My cuppeth overflow with dairy.
There's one restaurant in Kent, Ohio. The only reason I've ever been there is because Mia went to college there, and we would go there often when we first started dating. And it's called Fresca's. Holy man, it's expensive. So like, it's I don't want to say expensive, but it's a little pricier than like these fast food restaurant like burrito restaurant chains. But it is so stinking good, and they have some good salsas too. Like they have a little salsa bar similar to your place of work. And we get their quesadilla, and it's big enough for Mia and I to share. Like, and we're both full at the end of it. So good. It's incredible. I love their food so much, and I dream of the day I get to go back again.
I love a good quesadilla.
Yeah. It's good. It's not like one of these fast food chains we've been talking about where they make it in front of you. It's like you see the menu, you order it real quick, and then you get it in like 5 minutes, if that. So it's a little different, but it's on the same vein of this incredible Mexican food. I love it. They have margaritas too, usually like in a little slushy machine. Solid.
I really enjoy Mexican food. Like I know people can probably guess that from us talking about it for the last 45 minutes. But like
we talked about Mexican food longer than we talked about Star Wars this episode.
And that should tell you guys something.
That's insane.
But like I think it uses a lot of those foods that I like cooking with and invites a brightness into it. Like the amount of citrus that's used. I mean, look at all these limes.
Yeah.
There's so many limes. And that's just on the side. Think about like the lime juice that goes into avocado, to make the guacamole. Most salsas will have some sort of a citrus there. And then you get like in a chimichurri sauce if you're doing garlic, cilantro, I think lime juice. That's what I do for mine. I'm not even sure if that's a real chimichurri now that I think about it. I could be wrong.
Poser.
You're a poser. But like it's just so bright and fresh, and like it's easy to get your main food groups because like you have your flour tortilla, that's a grain, check. You have your protein, which can be any kind of meat that you like, or it could be tofu, or you can get beans. All of those were protein. Don't badmouth tofu. We need the vegans.
So gross. I hate tofu.
And then you have your dairy element, whether it be a cold cheese or a warm cheese. Like there's different kinds. And then you have a wide variety of vegetables and fruits that you can put on there, ranging from corn to tomatoes.
Yeah.
You also get your lettuces.
You're making it sound like I'm not gaining 15 pounds just looking at a Chipotle burrito.
Well, that's a difference. There's a difference because, like, if you're portioning it out properly and respecting the standards that you should with food, it's great.
That's fair.
When you're spending $45 on a 3-pound burrito because you have to get all 4 different kinds of salsa in there.
I eat like a man. I guess I eat like a person who needs, like, who works out and needs at least, like, I eat like a marathon runner. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, I eat like somebody who needs like 1 billion carbs and 1 billion calories a day in order to work it off like you do at the gym. I'm very not active. So eating the 1,000 calorie meals probably ain't good, but it tastes good. I can tell you that.
I started working out just to make those 1,000-calorie meals worth it.
I need to. I really, really need to. Like, it's been on my list so hard. I literally have like scratched through the paper of my to-do list. It's just work out. I'm not. I
do need to go back to the gym. I was going strong for a little while, and then my routine got messed up. And
yeah,
don't do well when my routine is messed up.
Huh. Wonder where that may come from. No, I hear you. And my routine is constantly messed up because that's how my job is. Yeah, I hate you too.
I was just scratching my forehead, man.
I was just scratching my forehead with
okay, now the camera's on you.
Finger. My schedule is the opposite every week. It's certain days one day, and the next week it's the opposite days. Can you tell me why that is? I don't know. It's kind of nice sometimes, but other
Keeps you
times
on your toes.
when you try to establish a routine, nope.
Well, if you have the same schedule each week, you get complacent, and as a security guard, they got to keep you on your toes. You got to be vigilant, stay active, stay focused.
No.
So when they zig, you can go in a straight line and don't zag.
We're getting are we allowed to talk about weapons on this podcast?
I mean, like, who do you want to consult if we're not allowed to? We're in charge here, bud.
So the lawyer's here right in the nick of time. It's crazy. No, I'm not doing that bit. That's stupid. It's outrun its livelihood. So guns. We're getting new ones apparently at work. We're getting several more. We as a company, and I'm not saying we will never need them. However, as a company, as a location, never once while at work have I ever used the AR. We have a single AR-15 in our security operations center. I guess I shouldn't be divulging too many secrets, but it's not the end of the world.
And what's the address of it again?
We have a single AR-15 in our security office, okay? And we have never even taken it off the wall. Like, we do for training purposes, we use it, but like for regular work purposes, I mean, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. That means we are deterring the bad guys, or maybe our stuff is not valuable enough for the bad guys to come in.
I see it like this, and I think this is the way that most gun owners should be. Like, I understand hunting and like a collection and things like that, but like if you're really concerned about safety, you buy a gun and you pray you never have to use it.
Absolutely.
And like, you guys have a gun that if you need to use it, you will, but you haven't had to. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
We're getting 6 more. Like, that was that was my whole point in this, is we are buying 6 more AR-15.
And you know why? You know why we're getting 6 more?
America, that's why.
It's because 34 guilty verdicts don't mean nothing when I got 7 ARs.
Oh man. No, it's just wild to me that they're spending the money to get several more. And then we're getting new guns, which actually I'm pretty happy about. Not that these guns were like the sidearms we're carrying are bad. We're just getting new ones that are, fresher and more new.
Less bloodstained.
Less bloodstained from all the times I beat people in with the barrel. No, I got a nightstick for that.
Man, I don't think you know how to pistol whip somebody properly.
I know. I said
I'm
barrel.
just jamming the barrel down there.
I said barrel, but I know it's the grip, like the little,
Yeah, you
handle part. Yeah. Tomahawk them, like this, like exactly like this. This is a gun. This is a gun. You grab it here and
whoa.
whoa.
Yeah, the lawyer said we can't do that.
Look out, he's got a gun.
Thanks for listening to this.
This has been fun.
I don't know where to go from there, man. I feel like I don't know. Have we hit an hour yet?
We have hit 50 minutes.
We've hit 50 minutes? Are you sure?
I'm almost positive, yeah. I got the email at 8:30.
Oh, yeah.
And it is 9:23. What to talk about?
I have an update on Chopped, I guess. I don't know.
On Chopped?
Well, my mom tells me fun things about Chopped all the time because she's watching through the entire show right now.
I'm not surprised, considering she gave us a entire quiz on the Clever Boy Quiz, the show. Go watch it wherever you get your podcast. She has an entire quiz on cooking shows.
So she's on season 43.
Good Lord, woman! What are you doing?
There's so many episodes they had to break it up into 3 volumes on Max. There's like 20 seasons in each. There's 58 seasons right now.
That's insane.
But she watched. There was like a tournament of former champions, or even like grand champions, I think she said, where they like compete to be the final 4, and then those final 4 compete to beat Bobby Flay, which is another Food Network TV show.
Yeah.
Well, so like they merged the 2 together. So you have your final 4, and I think Bobby Flay's judging up until this point. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. She wasn't clear on what's going on. And so you have your final 4. They do the first round like usual. 1 person gets eliminated. They do the second round like usual, except this time 2 people get eliminated. And then they do the third round where it's Bobby versus this last champion chef. And then they bring in like an unbiased panel of judges because like Bobby Flay's friends with all the other judges, basically.
Right.
And they blind taste test both meals. And the Chopped champion won.
Wow. I don't watch enough of Beat Bobby Flay. I know this is a little off topic. I don't watch enough, but every episode I've seen that they air on TV, guess who won? Bobby Flay. That's BS. That's BS. Sometimes he's literally like putting something on. He's got 30 seconds left to spare. He's like, I'm just going to start a quick risotto. I'm just going to just start a quick risotto and put it on. Like, and then he plates it and it's perfect. I hate him.
So listeners, if you're not familiar with the format of Beat Bobby Flay, you have Bobby Flay's hosting. He has 2 guest panelists that are like like hosts on other Food Network shows or like famous chefs that are friends with Bobby Flay. Each of them brings in 1 prospective candidate to battle each other to see who gets to cook against Bobby Flay. So they do 1 round against each other with a secret ingredient. The 2 friend judges taste test And then whoever wins gets picked to battle against Bobby Flay. In that competition, they then have to cook the signature dish of choice that the competitor picks. And so, like, Bobby Flay can cook anything. And like it's supposed to test that. And so they can be like, we're going to make ramen. And then Bobby Flay has to try and make a ramen that competes with like this person who's like, I've owned a ramen restaurant for 75 years.
Right. And somehow he always wins.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that upsets me. It's always some way of like making it barbecue.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He takes whatever the dish is and makes it barbecue.
And that doesn't always work, Bobby.
No, it doesn't.
Mr. Flay, it doesn't always work.
Because on the Chopped episode, they had to make ravioli. And I don't know if he made a barbecue. But I can tell you a barbecue ravioli does not sound as appetizing as you think it might.
Hold on. You put some shredded barbecue chicken as the filling for the ravioli. I don't know how you would do the sauce to make it.
That's what I'm thinking, because like I don't want to bite into a ravioli and taste barbecue
just
sauce.
Barbecue sauce. Yeah, like you would. I don't know how you could workshop the sauce, but a barbecue chicken filled ravioli wouldn't be too bad. You just had to figure out the good sauce to pair with it.
I've always wanted to try to make an egg drop raviolo. I think is what it's called. You make your homemade pasta, which isn't too difficult for a ravioli, I think.
Yeah.
Then you put your ricotta cheese mixture in there. Then you're supposed to put like the Jesse egg yolk on top of that, seal it perfectly, and you want an egg. You want the egg to be first of all, you want your dough to be tender and cooked right. Second off, you want the egg to be cooked just enough that like there's some thick, like it's like pasteurized, I guess is the right term to use, but it also can be like mixed together and sort of make its own sauce onto the raviolo.
That sounds really good.
Homemade pasta is one of those things I definitely want to make eventually and like kind of start getting good at, but I just don't have the counter space for it.
Yeah, no, it takes a lot of counter space because then you have to roll it out. You have to, if you have a little pasta maker, I don't know, like when you feed it through and it turns it into noodles. I don't know.
Right.
But there's obviously pasta is not just noodles, but like there's so much counter space needed just to roll it out at the beginning. I hear you.
And that's not even talking about getting into the difficult shapes of it.
Yeah.
And like there is your typical wheat noodle or like flour noodle and everything. But then you start getting into like gnocchi and dumpling and like things that are more difficult noodle shapes.
Yeah. We did buckwheat noodles once for ramen. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever do buckwheat noodles for ramen specifically. Like if you do it for something else and you like it, that's fine. Don't do it for homemade ramen.
It's called buckwheat.
Yeah, it was not good.
Disappointing.
Anyway.
You know what else is disappointing?
This episode's over. That's what's disappointing.
Oh, no, it's not disappointing that this episode's over because there's more that people can go and listen to, including our One Shots, TGB One Shots, which is our D&D role-playing show that we do every Tuesday. Which, if you're not caught up on, get caught up on soon because it's something big is coming over there. As well as you could listen to the Clever Boy Quiz, the show, every other Thursday. It's a great show. Our moms were on the last episode. It's a lot of fun. If you want to see when those shows are posted or just get other updates and some pictures and videos and stuff from us, you can head over to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Search Garlic Boys Productions. Find us there for all of those updates. And if you want, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Garlic Boys Productions, and support this show. $3 a month gets you just a basic support, but $10 allows you access all the online goodies that we have there that cannot be seen anywhere else, including the bonus actions, which is our after show for TGB One Shots. If you'd like to buy some merch, which we have some great things coming to the store soon, hopefully, once I can figure out why I hate the design that I made so much and like fix it.
Okay.
The colors don't like the colors are upsetting me. I just need to figure out what colors I like to make that work, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But those designs will be heading up there. Be some fun posters, pictures, shirts, stuff like that. Head on over there and check that out. And finally, for my like notes here, head on over to youtube.com/@thegarlicboys to watch video versions of this podcast, The Garlic Boys, as well as the Clever Boy Quiz the Show video, where you can see all the fun pictures that Matt draws because I've given him a whiteboard and too much free time. With all that being said, Matt, do you have a supplementary mom report?
I don't. Because there's nothing that happened in my life recently. Like there's nothing. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna call her out because she's a great mom, and we have recently brought her into our lives. My mom made a new friend. Her name is Tracy, and she has 3 awesome kids that we have grown really close to, and we invite them like every Sunday to family dinner. Like they've honestly become just like a part of the family really quickly too, like in the last month or two. So Tracy, I know you don't listen to our show, but you're awesome.
Nice.
You?
Really hoping you were going to talk for a little bit longer. I don't know. She doesn't listen to the show. No one in her family listens to it. But my friends got married last week, and my friend's mom put so much effort into the wedding. It was a small wedding at home. So shout out to Debbie Barber. I think she did a great job. And she was really happy that I found a girl that I like as much as Autumn. And she's like, it's nice to see that she makes you so happy.
Oh,
I'm definitely going to text me about that. But yeah. Matt, any final thoughts for this episode?
go make some Mexican food. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All righty. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, remember to stay garlicky.
Oh.
You know the best spice to use in Mexican food?
Your mom.
No, cumin.
Why?
Do you know why?
That's why I asked.
Because it's spelled like